Images really make your messages pop, but before you can start uploading, the first step is to prepare your images. But don't worry, you'll be just fine if you adhere to the following tips. All images used in your message must either be a JPEG or a GIF file. You can use an animated GIF file, just be aware that they don't animate in all email readers, such as Outlook 2007. If you're grabbing images from the web already, chances are that it will be one of these formats, but look at the file extension to double check. The images should also be in RGB color format, as opposed to CMYK, which is typically used in print applications. Whether you use JPEG or GIF files, or both, the images need to be saved for web at 72 dpi. This is especially important for your designer to know, or if you're outputting and saving the images yourself. The goal is to make the images as light and fast to open as possible for your subscribers, but to still maintain clarity. Remember, the lower the DPI, the faster they'll open on the web. When you're creating any message in MailDog, there will be tips in the design wizard that indicate what size images you should be inserting into any given template. Check these tips and then size your image accordingly to make sure it looks great in your message. However, in most instances, your email message will be no wider than 600 pixels. So if you think about this as your overall dimension, it makes it easier to estimate what size your images should be. Let me give you a couple examples. For instance, making a masthead for your message? Well, start with it being 600 pixels wide. The specific tips might differ slightly, but you'll be in the ballpark. Have a 2-column newsletter and want your image to fill 1 column? The quick math would be 600 divided by 2, which is 300. Then leave a little margin. Make it 275 to start with. See how that works? You may ask, hey, what about the height? Well, the cool thing is that in most instances, you only need to worry about the width. The templates will expand in height or length to accommodate any message you insert. For those of you with a sophisticated and, dare we say, professional eye, then you also want to resize and keep your images consistent. For example, you might consider cropping your images into consistent square shapes to keep them even and more symmetrical. Consistent image sizes are always best for the overall visual experience. However, technically, you can upload images with any heights that'll work for you. Remember, the tips in the wizard always give you the official tips as a guide. Going outside of these parameters can sometimes make the messages look distorted. So check the tips and be aware of how your images appear when you preview your message. So let's review. When resizing images, you always will be more concerned with creating an image at the proper width for a specific template. On average, the height does not matter as much as the template will expand down as needed. But it's very important that your image width stays an appropriate size for the template selected. You can see that if you upload an image that's too large, your message will most likely look pretty wacky. You can use just about any program when resizing your images, but you need to make sure the images are resized before loading them into the message. There are tools inside the HTML editor which allow you to change the size of an image, but it only squishes your image and does not do a proper resize. If you don't have access to image resizing software and need help resizing images, check out our Image Depot. Here we recommend 3 free online image resizing tools. When using a program to resize your image, always resize the image down in size and don't try to size an image up. Trying to increase the size of an image can cause it to get pixelated and look really grainy. Here's a sample of an image sized up compared to how it is intended to look. If you need help finding the perfect image for your campaign, you can use any images in the Image Depot stock gallery. Also, try searching Google Images or iStockPhoto.com to search for images. You can always right-click on an image found on the web and Save Image As to download a sample of the image to your computer. Finally, always remember to preview your message. How do your images look? Do they look too large? Are they fuzzy or pixelated? Or contrasting with the design of the template? Your images are intended to help your email connect with your audience, not distract or harm the overall email layout. There's lots more to learn about how you can load images into your account, so check out our other image video tutorials.